Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that began in Asheville, North Carolina, in the days after Christmas. In late December of 2011, on or around December 26th or 27th, a 29-year-old mother of 5 told her sister she was going to meet a friend. She walked out of her apartment and never came back. No calls, no sightings, just silence. Almost 14 years have passed, and her family is still left wondering, what happened? This is the story of April Pickens. April Michelle Pickens was 29 years old when she disappeared in the winter of 2011. She lived at the Pisgah View apartments in Asheville, North Carolina. She was raising her 5 children, though it's unclear whether they lived with her at this residence. She was 5'4" and about 155 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Her tattoos included the name Eric on her upper back, Chinese characters high on her left breast, and a Gemini sign on her right thigh. She also had a scar on her upper right arm. And on the day she disappeared, she may have been wearing a torn t-shirt tied around her head. About December 26th or 27th, 2011. The holiday weekend was coming to a close, and people were returning to their routines. April spoke with her sister and said she was going to meet a male friend. She didn't give a name. She didn't give a location. She stepped out of her apartment, and from that moment on, there's only been silence. Uncertainty that has lasted for nearly 14 years. From the very start, nothing about April's disappearance made sense. She didn't have a car, she left behind 5 children, and according to everyone who knew her, leaving without notice just wasn't who she was. Everyone agreed. April would not have walked away from them by choice. Her family searched for her in the days after she disappeared. They contacted police, reached out to the community, and continued asking for help. But the days turned into weeks, and no one had seen or heard from her. Her case is listed in the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, NamUs, as case number MP13971. The Asheville Police Department classifies her as an endangered missing person, and throughout the investigation, leads have been extremely limited. Another part of the story that still raises questions is the male friend April said she was going to meet that day. His name hasn't been released publicly, and very few details about that planned meeting have ever been shared. But more than a decade later, this remains one of the most significant unresolved pieces of April's case. April's mother, Anita Carson, has refused to let go of hope. She spoke publicly, gave interviews, and kept April's name in front of the community. She reminded people that April was missing and that her children were growing up without a mother. For her family, the holidays, especially Christmas, became a time of deep hurt. As her mother put it, when one is gone, it's just like we're all missing. In 2012, instead of celebrating another year of April's life, her family held a vigil. They prayed, they shared memories, and they pleaded for answers. The police continued working the case, but information remained elusive. Then in 2016, 5 years after April vanished, the Asheville Police Department issued a public plea for help. Detective Kevin Taylor said, "We certainly want to be able to give some kind of answers." And today, the same questions still haunt this investigation. Did April ever meet the friend she said she was going to see? Did anyone watch her leave her apartment that day? Were there cameras that captured anything? And if she was met with harm, how does accountability ever come to light? All of these questions and more remain unanswered, even after nearly 14 years. So, what happened to April Pickens? In March 2024, the family suffered a devastating loss. April's mother passed away, having spent over a decade searching for the daughter she loved so much. Her obituary lists April as missing since December 26, 2011. Anita never received the closure she fought for. April's loved ones deserve answers, and they deserve to know what happened to her. As of December 2025, April Pickens' case remains unsolved. There have been no arrests, no persons of interest, and no new information has been publicly released about her disappearance. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of April Pickens. If you have any information about the disappearance of April, please contact the Asheville Police Department. You can also contact Buncombe County CrimeStoppers. Their contact information is listed in the description below. As we close out this episode, remember to share April's story to help bring more awareness and attention to her case, especially as her loved ones continue their search for answers. Don't forget to follow Hunting for Answers to stay updated on April's case and others like it. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime stories and updates. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.